To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So that is the official statement from Shannon Sharpe. We are going to be deep diving into this on After Hours tonight. So make sure you guys tune in to After Hours. The link will be in the profile of this Millionaire Morning Show because we will be talking about this extensively as far as what is happening. So Shannon Sharpe is now officially responded in a statement video that basically says, that he is not going to subject himself to a shakedown. He is not going to subject himself to a shakedown. I am going to play the statement again, and then you guys can let me know what you think. Again, I got this off of his X account. This is what he's saying on his official account. All right, I'm going to play it again for you guys.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So, all right, let me give you my thoughts on this. And this is my authentic thoughts, and then I'm going to get the thoughts of all of my people on After Hours tonight, so make sure that y'all tune in, all right? Because I was very disappointed last night with the things that the women on the platform were saying, and it disappointed me. It honest to God disappointed me. I didn't agree with it. I didn't like it. And I don't like the fact that successful men are being targeted and they're being gone after. The thing that I do like is I like because listen, this same thing happened with Jay-Z. When Jay-Z, because, and I said it, I predicted this. I said this the minute that I seen this whole, give me a second. Because I said this. I warned y'all. I said it, and I said that I was going to come back and say it. And now that I'm having this conversation right now, I'm about to come back to it. Give me a second. I said it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it for myself. Let me switch that. I said it. I told y'all. I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it myself and then I'm gonna go and visit it. But this is basically what I said. All right. I said that men were going to start being targeted because the Diddy situation wasn't necessarily just about Diddy. And while all of the guys was over there championing the downfall of Diddy before we even knew what happened, I said that what's going to happen is men of success and men of significance, both big and small, they are going to start being targeted because women are not looking at it and championing Diddy going down because they actually was advocating for Cassie. They are advocating for themselves to be in a position to now target these guys. And I said that guys are going to have to start watching out because it is nothing that's going to be stopping. There's nothing that's going to stop these women from coming after these dudes. I said it, Treese. You was there. I said it. I said, listen, y'all can't keep championing these women making up lies against people like Jay-Z and stuff. Because number one, the women that are actually going through something, it's going to set y'all back. The women that actually have stuff to happen to them, it's going to set y'all back 50 years. It's going to set y'all back 50 years. That this was going to be a play, and the same lawyer, this guy, honest to God, needs to be disbarred. The same lawyer that went after Jay-Z and how all of y'all was saying that, no, Jay must have did it. And then you seen that chick with all of them crayons on the wall on the Spectrum making up that video. And y'all was like, yeah, go and get him. Go and get him. Jaguar right. And now you see people targeting Shannon Sharpe. Now, I know that there are people that don't care for Shannon Sharpe, but this should not be the mountain. This should not be the thing that y'all stand on as far as, yeah, I don't like Shannon Sharpe. So you have to be, as a content creator, you have to be, as a man, you have to be objective enough to separate how you feel about somebody's opinion or whatever it is that they are doing from a content creation perspective from the targeting, the unfair and the unjust targeting, because it should not be this way. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And it doesn't matter whether or not I agree with them on this subject or that subject, or whether or not I cared if y'all beefing. Nobody should be targeted for their money and for their success just because they are a celebrity. Nobody. And this was the Pandora's box. This was the door that opened up for men of significant means and resources that are continuing to win for them to be torn down. And because Shannon Sharpe is doing it his way too, because he is more successful on his own as an independent that is crafting his own narrative and is putting other people on, and he putting Chad Ochocinco on, and he put the Bubba Dude show on and all of this stuff, and he got Club Shay Shay. He negotiated with Fox Sports in order to remove that from the platform, and he took it with him and he blew it up to be even bigger. Man, he is the biggest target of all time. The biggest target of all time. The thing that I like about Jay and Shannon Sharpe is that they not just paying to make it go away. They saying, listen, I'd rather go broke and spend every piece of resource that I can to debate you, to go after you, instead of making you feel good. Because think about it. Why would this come on 2 days, literally 2 days after it was announced that Shannon Sharpe had a $100 million deal in the works and he was about to sign the paperwork? Next thing you know, he get a $50 million lawsuit. And the play isn't even that they think that they're going to get $50 million. The play is to sue for 50, hoping that he settles for 5. The play is that he sued for 50, hoping that he gives her 5. Because, that's nothing. That's nothing. See, Diddy should have settled. Completely different circumstances, completely different person. And when he released the text message, and Shannon just addressed the tape, y'all gonna take a 30-second clip of role playing of a woman. Listen, think about this for a second. Because I know that y'all just illogical when y'all want to see men that are successful go down because you're jealous. But think about this for a second. Why would a woman, and if Shannon knew that it was being recorded, because either way, it goes left. If Shannon knew that it was being recorded, then that means that they really was being performative. If she was recording it in secret, then why would she hit the record button and go over there to recording? Why would they only release 30 seconds of a 10-minute video and the audio? This is crazy. This is absolutely evil. It's just crazy. It's a shakedown. I seen Jason Whitlock did a video of it. I think that Jason Whitlock need to stand down on this one. I like Jason Whitlock. I think that he's great at what he does. And a lot of our philosophical beliefs about what we see and how we see things 100% aligned. But in my personal opinion, I believe that Jason Whitlock needs to stand down, because one of the problems with Jason Whitlock is that I don't believe Jason Whitlock could remove how he feel about a person in order to make an objective opinion about whether or not this thing is real or it's not. And so I think that we got to be careful. We got to be very careful, because there is nothing and no one that is immune to the evilness that comes from people that are trying to take advantage of somebody that did not do anything illegal. I'm just being honest. It's unfortunate. It genuinely is unfortunate. And you're going to see people that sit there and try to shame and say, oh, he shouldn't have been dealing with a woman that's 30 years younger than him. When did that ever stop a woman? What difference do it make if she's 30 years younger than him and she's the same age, or if she was 30 years older? We just seen Trump just a couple years ago get sued by, what was her name, Eugene Carroll, from something that she said happened 40 years ago, and he didn't even get her in a bed. She said that Trump groped her in a department store, and she was able to finesse tens and tens of millions of dollars out of Trump. And she a old hag. When did that ever stop? When did age become the determination for whether or not a dude was going to be finessed? We seen this, the New York survivors thing and the Los Angeles survivors thing just got tens of thousands of men with lawsuits on them that are of significance. When did it stop a woman that was looking to finesse, that was down on her luck? When did age become the determining factor for whether or not a woman is going to continue to be deceitful or not? Everybody could see that this is a shakedown. She probably targeted that dude the minute that she met him in the gym. She probably targeted Shannon Sharpe the minute that she met him in the gym. Of course they manipulated the tape, Alex. Of course they did. Of course they did. It's unfortunate too. It's unfortunate to see somebody that is becoming so successful, has never had a history of doing anything wrong in their life, has always been a champion of being great, of his family, of his brother, and all of this stuff, to be going down like this. And this is why men don't trust women. I'm being absolutely honest and transparent with you. This is why men don't trust women. He's going to spend a goo gob of money to defend himself. And the lawyer that is behind this whole thing is the one that was behind the Jay-Z fake one. And they letting this guy still do this. They're letting him do this. You know, I was thinking about this on my way over here into the studio today. Not the Shannon Sharpe thing. I was thinking about, and this is on everything, on my father, on my father's grave. I will tell you that I was thinking about the question that came to my head, because I pray a lot when I'm in the car. And the question that came in my head was, I'm not sure if people or if men really want to pray for this level of success. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Shannon Sharpe. any level of success. Because the higher you get, the more snakes you have, the worse your life become. This is why for example, is one of the reasons why they say wealth is silent. Wealth isn't silent because they used to money. Wealth is silent because men don't want to become a target. This is the context behind why people pretend like they don't have anything, or why people are very careful about showing what they have. It's not that they don't like their stuff. It's not that they don't have a lot of money. It's not that they don't like dressing a certain type of way. Is that they can't, because they now become a target. And the more that people know you, this is why Pac said, I want the money, forget the fame. Pac said, I want the money, F the fame. He was right, because the more visibility that you have and the more that people know, the more you become a target and the more people try to deceive you and they do you dirty. You don't even get treated the same by your own family members. You don't even get treated the same by your own family members. Tyler Jones says also having a wife can keep you out of stuff like this. That's not true either. That is the biggest false narrative ever. That is the biggest lie ever. Listen, nothing can keep you from being accused of doing something that you did not do. It happens every day. Jay-Z, just before him, have gotten accused and have spent millions of dollars trying to deal with this nonsense from the same lawyer, and he never was in the room with the girl. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. It does not matter. I'm telling you. Jay-Z just got accused and he wasn't even in the room. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. He got accused by a chick that was on the spectrum and he's still fighting this dude. I'm telling you that it's a gift and a curse. There's always going to be a yin and a yang. A yin and a yang. And he lose either way, even if he don't, even if it's defamation. He lose either way because he going to have to spend millions defending himself. Lady Shan says this won't stick. I'm fairly confident, but does it matter? Because it's already ruined. It's done the damage. It's done the damage. It has already ruined his reputation. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because Shannon don't deserve this, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. I hate to see guys get targeted, and I also hate to see guys not sticking together with guys that get targeted because they don't feel like they on the same level. Bro, you can get accused. It's dudes every single day. It's guys every single day that get accused of doing stuff that they didn't do by regular, everyday people. And guess what? They don't have the resources that a Shannon Sharpe has to defend themselves. Y'all can't even get your kids in child support. You complain about all the costs that it costs to try to fight to get your kids to be able to get half custody in child support court. And do you know what it's going to take to defend yourself against a false accusation? Shannon Sharpe and Jay-Z, they know how to defend themselves. Y'all can't even defend yourself against a woman that's calling y'all girl and lying on y'all about she saying that she your man or she saying that you her man. Your girl is gonna believe the first woman that called her, the first woman to reach out to her on Instagram and says, "See, that's really my man. I've been with him." You can't even get out of your own situation at home without your chick not believing you, and you ain't even did nothing. She didn't catch you for the stuff that you did. She holding you accountable for the stuff that she believed. The thing you got away with that you didn't get caught for, she don't even know about that. You feeling bad because you getting accused of something you didn't do. You like, I ain't even do nothing. I didn't even do nothing. They released 30 seconds of the audio. You got to release the full tape, bro. I'm not listening. No. I'm not listening to anything. Audio can be manipulated. Release the tape. He said it is a 10-minute video. I don't want to see little bits and pieces or none of that. No, I don't want to look at anything that could be manipulated. No, I want to hear the full thing. Play the full thing or not. I don't want to hear none of that. No. Anything could be manipulated. No woman deserves $50 million from a man in a civil suit. Think about it for a second, y'all. Wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. Why is there no criminal complaint? I ask this for every single one of these guys that get accused. Why is there no criminal complaint? This is a civil suit only for $50 million after he get a $100 million deal on the table. Why is there no criminal complaint if this is something that you believe happened to you? The statute of limitations is still up, all of this stuff. Why is there no criminal complaint? Why is there only a civil suit is what I'm asking. I'm not even sure that it makes sense. I'm not even sure that it makes sense for me to tell y'all be careful. It's just roll of the dice. You just existing is just a roll of the dice, big dog.